Today, Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs will deliver her State of the State address as she kicks off her second year in office. And ahead of that, she sat down with me for a one-on-one conversation. It was a wide-ranging interview, everything from education to housing. But the topic we dove into first was immigration, with the Lukeville Port of Entry just reopening. It's something we haven't seen for an entire month. Cars once again passing through the Lukeville Port of Entry into Mexico at Arizona's southern border. I sat down with Governor Katie Hobbs at the Capitol last week, just hours before the Port of Entry reopened. Are you worried that the Lukeville Port of Entry could close again, or another port of entry in the state could be shut down?
So I think that's a very valid question. We don't know what the long-term plans are, and we're going to continue to work as hard as we can to keep those lines of communication open so that we're not caught off guard by something like this again.
Governor Hobbs tells me when news broke the Lukeville port would shut down, her office didn't get much notice from the federal government. In fact, she's still waiting for answers from the Biden administration when it comes to her request for the president to mobilize the National Guard at the southern border. What do you make of that?
Look, they're in a tough situation. I know that. There are workforce issues across the board with folks that work at the border. But Arizona needs to be prioritized because the impact on our communities from this influx of legal migration is not sustainable. And so we're going to continue to call on them to respond and to provide the resources that we need.
What grade would you give President Biden on his handling of the border?
I would say, based on the level of communication, we communicate with them every day, but we're not necessarily getting information about specific big decisions that are being made, like moving personnel and closing the port of entry. And so on that specifically, I would say an F.
So you'd give them a failing grade when it comes to moving actual resources to the border?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and listening to us about the impact that their decisions are going to have on our communities and state.
How frustrating is that as the governor of a border state?
Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating. And you know, this issue has been politicized for decades. I came into this office with a promise that I wasn't going to politicize it, that I was going to listen to our communities and respond with however we could to address those needs. But we can't do it alone, and we shouldn't do it alone. This is a federal responsibility, and we need them to be responsive.
Without a federal response on sending National Guard troops to Arizona's southern border, Governor Hobbs issued an executive order herself on December 15th, mobilizing the National Guard. But what they can do is limited. Are you planning to still keep the National Guard in place?
Yeah, the National Guard is down there right now working with our state and county and local law enforcement. They're under state orders, not federal orders, so they're not actually doing any functions at the ports of entry. But their function is really critical. They're assisting with drug interdiction and other community security needs. And so we're going to continue to assess the situation.
Looking back, do you wish you would have deployed the National Guard sooner?
No, I think what we wanted to do was have the federal government deploy them, because then they could directly assist at those ports of entry, and hopefully it would have helped get Lukeville open more quickly. That wasn't the case. And I did reach out to the White House to get their response to Governor Hobbs' claim. So far, I have not heard back. In the meantime, tune in tomorrow on ABC 15 Mornings, part 2 of my discussion with Governor Hobbs. She tells me what her top priorities are for this upcoming legislative session and how she plans to get it all done.